What is going on, guys? I am Delusions, and today we are going to be talking about prepping for Kundun Seal. So today I hit level 390, which prompted the initial first look at Kundun Seal for my server. Um, and there's some things that I've been working with my guild on that you could potentially be working with yours, or if you are just looking to prepare for what's to come when Kundun Seal is opened. Again, this is just for informative purposes. I don't actually have any gameplay of this yet, but we'll have some as soon as I hit 400. So when we are looking at this, it can be a little overwhelming because this is not a just prep in one day type of deal. And it is certainly not one that you want to sleep on um, until it's open because you will start falling behind. So Kundun Seal can really change where you're at in the game right now. So think of Land of Demons and Devil Square or Square of Devil mixed into one, and then somebody cranked up the experience gains on that to 11. You can get just some massive, massive amounts of experience in here, and I have seen people that have gained 50 plus levels during this event. So I'm going to try to help you prepare just as I have with my guild. Um, so leading up to, I would say, about 2 weeks before you know that you're going to hit 400, or you know that your top player is going to hit 400, um, you want to start saving your garnets. Um, as you can see, I only have 33,000 on the face right now. Um, but I have been telling my guys to make sure that when you're in Land of Demons, um, or if you're just collecting, drops from overworld monsters, that you are saving all of your garnet jewels. Just simply put them in your storage, forget about them, let them start stacking up. Every 1,000 that you get is 10,000 garnets. We are nearing the end of our 100th day server event, so a lot of garnets have been presented to um, all the players that are participating in it in some way or another. And it's a good idea to save and hold on to these and cash them all in once Kundun Seal is open, because of the cost that it requires to participate in this event. So Kundun Seal is open for 5 days, and during those 5 days, you have 3 attempts at these dungeons. So if we hop over to Secret Dungeon here, you can see Silver Dungeon on the left, Gold Dungeon on the right, and Gold Dungeon is the only one that has requirements. So you have to be 400 in level to participate in the Gold Dungeon, but with the Silver Dungeon, you still get the same type of experience. It's just different rewards. So myself being the first one to hit 400 on my server, I will not get experience, but instead I will be getting, these types of rewards: the wing potential stones. Um, let's see here, the accessory potential, the weapon potential, and the armor potential stones. Now, these are all going to be necessary for upgrading some aspect of your fourth set that you're going to be unlocking after you complete your level 400 quest and your class change. But with the Silver Dungeon, it's an excellent opportunity for all of those lower level players to catch up. So if we hop back over here, you can see that I'm sitting at 392. The next person in line is 346. So there's almost a 50 level difference between myself and the rest of the server at a minimum. Um, or at a maximum, I guess. Well, no, minimum, because everybody else going below that um, is just now getting into their 300s. They're just completing their sets. But again, back to this dungeon. So you can participate in these dungeons 3 times a day. The first attempt is always going to be free, and then the next two every day, or next two for that day, are going to be 2,000 garnets apiece. Now, within these dungeons, you can summon 3 bosses per attempt. Now, the bosses themselves cost 1,000 garnets to summon, and if you add up all of that, you're looking at about 13,000 garnets per day to really get the most out of this event. So if you multiply that by 5, you're looking at 65,000 garnets that you will need to save up before you get to Kundun Seal. Now, if you're 40,000 or 30,000, as long as you can make it through that first day, you can still continue to farm up those garnets, um, just so that you are ready and prepared for the next day. Um, so please keep in mind that this is a free event, but it is going to take some planning and preparation before you hit this level. Yeah, before you get the Kundun Seal unlocked. Um, Now, one thing that you should also prioritize when going into this is make sure that you're focusing on getting your uh, damaging stats leveled up, as well as your attack speed. Because, again, this is a bit of a mix between Land of Demons, Square of Devil, and just an insane experience bonus. So we want to make sure that we're able to kill these monsters quick enough, but have enough damage to kill the higher level ones as we are progressing through the dungeon. Because the way that it's going to be laid out is you kill a certain amount of enemies, well, then that unlocks the next level. The enemies get stronger, and so on and so forth until the dungeon is completed. But one of the great things about this is even at level 320 or so, you can go into this dungeon and make somewhere between 1 trillion to 3 trillion experience per minute. And with the dungeon lasting for 5 minutes, you have a potential of bringing in somewhere around 10 to 15 trillion experience. So, in terms of a level 20 account or 320 account, that's almost, I would say, close to somewhere between 5 and 10 levels. And throughout this event, you could easily hit that 30 to 40 to 50 level mark, depending on how you are preparing and how much of this event you're willing to participate in. Um, and then once everything is concluded, we will see this event come back once the next player hits level 500, and then 600, and then 700, and so on and so forth. Um, Essentially, Kundun Seal was designed around helping the rest of the server catch up, um, to kind of give them a more balanced and fair play style as they start progressing further and further into the game. But again, I will have more information on this event once I finally unlock it. I am hopeful that it will be within the next 4 or 5 days. I probably will step back a little bit and give some of the other guys in my server a chance to catch up a little bit so that I'm not necessarily the only one hitting level 400, and being able to participate in the gold dungeon, as well as being able to start working on my level 400 class change. But again, I really do hope that this was somewhat informative, prepared you a little bit. And with that, I am Delusions, and I am out.